Okay, Starbucks is now a household name. What do you think is the secret of Starbucks, the success of Starbucks?
Well, some of the things that power Starbucks today. Starbucks has 22,000 stores. It's doing $17 billion in business. It's a huge company. But some of the things that are the underpinnings, the foundation of the company, were established 45 years ago when my partners and I started the company. And that's widely acknowledged. And among them are what the French call esprit de corps. There's a very strong, even though Starbucks has so many employees, 200,000 employees around the world, what a huge number. If you go into most of the stores, and I go into their stores all over the country, all over the world, excuse me, I find that there's a real strong commitment. And that's something that was there from the first day. When we had 200 employees instead of 200,000, it was like a family, all charged up about coffee and introducing the new idea of gourmet fresh roasted coffee to the people of Seattle, Washington, which was a pretty good sized city.
Right. So what if you're still in Starbucks? What kind of I know if you are still in Starbucks, what kind of improvement would you make to the company?
Wow, that's a tough question. I have to think for a minute about that one. Well, I think I'm going to have to answer that in a positive way because I can't. It's hard for me to think of something that they could do better. Let me try that. Okay. It's hard for me to think of ways in which Starbucks could be a better company. And here's why. They're famous for being a good employer. In the United States, they even provide free access to online university courses. The company pays for that. As far as their customer, their attention to the product, Starbucks is famous for being a purveyor of very high quality coffees. And they've even gone to the point now, partly because they saw the threat of small companies of the type that you see in Malaysia, small, very product-focused companies. Because of that, Starbucks has developed a sub-brand, which is called Starbucks Reserve, which is more elegant coffees at higher prices. Hoping, I am sure, to make life not quite so easy for the small companies that are competing with them. And what about their technical abilities? Millions of people have the app, My Starbucks. If you go to their websites, and they're different in different countries, they're gorgeous and very effective. It's really difficult to find things that they aren't doing well. Even the chairman of the company, Howard Schultz, is considered an inspirational figure in the United States.
And then my last question for you. There were a lot of challenges when you first started, and now you're up there already. How do you cope with your stress?
How to
cope with your stress?
Oh, that's a wonderful question. That's a good one. You ask how entrepreneurs cope with the stress level that comes with being an entrepreneur. And to me, the way to cope is to anticipate that it's going to happen and to surround yourself with people who are going to be there for you when you need them, the team. And I had two wonderful partners in the early days of Starbucks, and I have also had partners in other companies that I've started. And that's very useful. You don't have to have partners. You can surround yourself with good advisors, with managers and employees who are smarter and better at what they do than you could possibly be. And so when the crisis comes, and even good managers get into crises, things that happen from outside that weren't anticipated, when those crises come, the team can usually deal with them.